Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another review. And today we're going to be talking to the star of a film that I recently just reviewed, and a lot of you guys gave me a lot of good feedback, and it seems like a lot of you all checked it out. And I cannot wait to for you to be able to get to hear what the star has to say about the film, and that's no other than Alex Montagnani, who is playing Reiss Gibbons in the new film Cagefighter's World Collide, which is available everywhere on video on demand. I'm so excited to bring him in, so let's get into it right now. Alex, my brother, how you feeling today?
I'm good, thanks, bro. How you doing, man?
No doubt, good. I'm doing good, man.
Good,
Before
man.
we get started, how's everything going? Is considering quarantine, COVID, and everything, life in England right now?
It's all right, man. It's okay, bro. Just doing my thing, man.
Yeah.
Ain't letting this shit stop me.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear
Yeah,
that. Congratulations first this year. I know that you were scheduled to have a fight earlier this year.
yeah.
COVID was hating, obviously, but yet, and I definitely want to make sure I give you your props about this because, especially with the climate with COVID, a lot of people were in limbo about what was going to happen to the fate of their movie, and so for it to be released is a huge accomplishment. It's doing well. A ton of good feedback. You
Yes, bro.
absolutely killed it. Cannot wait to talk about it. But congratulations thus far on the success of this film.
Thank you, man. That means a lot, bro. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. Now you're no stranger to being an actor, so I definitely want to start off with this question: Is that,
Yeah.
and I know this probably ain't really a fair question because of COVID, but like ultimately, what have you learned around this time around in the release of a film and going into this film overall?
Um, this was the biggest film I've ever done. Especially
Yeah,
being the lead. So, COVID and the release, it was a lot of build up, I guess. A lot of
yeah,
interviews, a lot of press.
yeah, yeah,
I'm kind of used to it from MMA, but still not as much.
yeah,
Usually there's like 2 or 3 interviews, but this was like 20.
yeah.
You know,
Definitely did your work. I saw
yeah, that's it,
it.
yeah. But it's been, like you said, it's been fun and everyone's been really cool and yeah, like everyone seems to be enjoying it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a lot. It's been fun.
Yeah, dude. I mean, whatever you thought you were going to endure with just it being digitally, considering that a lot of the film festivals got canceled, you were up you were up a lot more to come. So
That's it.
hey, but look, if I know a little bit of anything, I know we'll be seeing you around for sure. You
Yeah,
definitely are a star, and I just love to see athletes who aren't just one dimensional. And I understand, we'll talk about in a second that sometimes fighting is all of what some fighters know. But for you to take on acting as another term of vice, and I heard you in other interviews talk about how fighting was your getaway, and
mm,
now you're going into acting and you're already
yeah.
killing it. It's just good to see you
Uh,
being, more multi-dimensional and just doing and putting out positivity into the world and being a good role model for your kids, obviously.
100%, man. That's it. When I get to a big enough platform, trust me, I want to be giving back as much as I can to the
My
community
man,
and to everybody. That's how we got to do, man.
my
For all
man.
of us brothers and sisters, man, and everybody.
My
You know.
man. My man. And also, too, I need to put some respect on your name really quick. Not only are you the star of this film, you also are credited as one of the fight choreographers. And I think that's super important.
Yeah.
And I know I said in my review, I said that I thought that the beginning of the film felt a lot very cinematic, and then it just evened out. It felt because me loving movies, obviously, and loving combat sport,
Of
I'm
course.
seeing it with two different hats here. And I'm,
Yeah.
and for me, I love for all of my fighting films to feel super authentic.
Of course.
So, can you talk about your imprint and kind of, and not to like brush any feathers here, but like, when did you kind of have to overstep to say like, no, this is how it's done? Cause you live and die that. So you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
when did you ever have to be the one to be like, this is how you do it?
You know what? Not that many times because I was lucky that they kind of gave me creative reign. And we had Daniel Beavers, who was the stunt guy, just to make sure the angles were right. Because obviously
Yeah,
I'm not behind the camera; I'm in front of it. So
yeah,
he was there to do it. So of course, sometimes, as everyone knows, you got to oversell it. But still, I'm so happy that you liked it because I don't know if you know, but I actually got injured, like seriously, during the film. So like I think we only filmed one fight, and then I got injured, so I couldn't do half of the stuff we were supposed to do. I had to work around it. So in my head, I was really worried, thinking, "Man, this is gonna look
oh,
I hope it doesn't look terrible. And
Yeah.
and you know, I was really worried as myself because that's
Yeah.
you know part of my work going out there.
Yeah.
But I know it's a bit off the subject, but yeah, yeah, everyone was really cool, and
Yeah.
you know, we all stuck to the plan. So
Yeah. Hey, look, man. If you want to get it done, dedication will absolutely have you do it. I remember Tom Cruise. I think he tore his Achilles. I think in Mission
oh
Impossible
yeah,
5 or 6, and
yeah,
they finished the film. So
that's
and you
it.
can see the scene where he did it, and he kept running like limping it. But hey, if you got to get it done, you got to get it done. You know better than anybody else being in that environment.
That's it. That's it, man.
So one of the biggest things I picked up, and I want to just reel back a little bit, going into your personal life just a tad bit, is that in another interview, you briefly spoke about being from South London,
Yeah,
and the way you said it, it really resonated with me because although I've never been there, the way you said it really hit me in the way of like what Americans say when they say they're from different cities, such as Chicago, certain parts of New York, certain parts of New Jersey, places like that. And when you said it, I was like, oh, this is not just a facade of like, I'm from this place. You know what I mean? Because, Americans, and I'll be honest, a lot of us, when we say London, we think of this really extravagant tourist spot that we love to go to. But when
yeah,
you said that, it was deeper than that, and you spoke about how much it meant to be able to get out of there. So could you
yeah.
explain to the ignorant Americans such as myself who may not understand what South London means?
Man, South London to me, I've you know, I was born and raised there, and especially when I was growing up, man, that was like the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was like in America.
Yeah.
Like you said, like from where I know, was it in LA? I'm looking at my missus. Sorry, if you think who I'm looking
Yeah,
at,
yeah.
where is it? Where like all Kendrick's from and stuff like that, like in Compton. So
Compton.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And yeah, growing up, it was crazy, man. You know, I've been flipping from knife crime and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just how it is. You know, that's why my face has got a scar across it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and a lot of people they say it's knife crime. You know what I'm saying? It's not really gun crime. So,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people getting stabbed or you know, stuff like that. So, a lot of people losing their lives. So I'm not gonna go into depth, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's whoever's from South, you know how it was, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and for the people who don't, that's how it is over there. Oh,
Yeah.
now it's becoming really gentrified, which again I'm happy for my kids, I guess. Like I don't want nothing to happen to them.
Right.
But at the same time, me being older, I'm not seeing as much as the youngsters are doing now. But when you see on the news or, you know, I think last week, someone was stabbed at the top of my parents-in-law's road, and then also at the bottom of their road, someone was burnt alive from some gang violence. So that's just to put into perspective. Like that's literally down my road as well. So 2-minute walk, and that's what these youngsters are up to now. But yeah, when I was younger, yeah, it was more loads of knife crime.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I lived all around South London. So anyone who knows, you know, from Tulse Hill, West Norwood and Streatham, like everyone, if they're from the area, they'll know about them places. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it is.
Well, beyond that being part of your motivation, you've also talked about coming from a family full of fighters.
Yeah.
And I know what that means on like a surface terms, but like, what was kind of the conversations that, you know, because you thus far this entire interview you spoke about your kids majority of the time.
Yeah.
What did your parents speak to you as far as, you know, what they did to give you that better life, and how are you passing those messages on?
My dad, he dragged me to every session, even if I was crying. Man, it's a story that I tell everybody, man. I was 4 years old, and he said, "Let's go get ice cream," and he took me to a judo competition, and I was crying, and he put me on the mat. He was like, "You fight this guy," and I was just there like, but that's how he made sure I was good. But no, my mom just looked after me, you know, gave me loads of love, you know, as you should do. And for me, I'm just pushing my kids as much as I can, you know. I think Monday they go to the skate park, Tuesday today they do swimming, Wednesday football, like soccer for you guys. Thursday wrestling, and Friday jiu-jitsu, Saturday rugby. So I just make sure they do everything. And then at home, obviously, their mom just looks after them You know, best mom in the world, bigging her up. Not just because she's in the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just make sure they got everything they need. They don't ever have to ask, and that's how I think everybody should have in the world. You know, we're in a modern day now. You know, so modern times, everyone should be able to have the things that they can achieve, anything they want.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And another thing I want to kind of quote you on is that you said in another interview that MMA is an expression of self.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
and you could talk about that. You could brush up on that a little bit. But if you consider MMA to be that, what would you consider acting then?
I think acting is similar, but you're putting yourself in someone else's shoes. You know, so you're definitely expressing yourself, but I think as that character.
Okay.
So I think MMA you can be more creative because it's you going into that cage, and it's you. Even if you have like an alter ego, like you know, I'm Alex Montagnani. Like when I go in there, I switch off, and it's not Alex no more. It's this fighter. But I think with acting, just say like with the character Reiss, you know, I'm not Alex no more. I'm not even you know the mean guy when I'm fighting. I'm now Reiss. So yeah, it's an expression where it's my portrayal as that character. So I'm expressing myself through that character. If it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And you may have already answered it, but I will just answer it just in case there's any other tidbits you want to add, because I've always asked every fighter is, especially the fighters who are doing what you're doing now, who crosses over into the world of acting.
Yeah.
How do you, because like you said, when you're in the octagon, it's game on. I've even had it being told to me it's kill, kill, kill. Like that's all you know. The person's trying to kill you, you trying to kill them. You know, not literally people. But with that being said, how do you get into an environment that breeds that? But then in acting, you have to turn that switch off. Is there some type of psychology that you have to give yourself when you're in that setting to not be like primate? In other words.
I don't know, you know. I guess to me, it's totally two different things. I see the preparation as the same, but yeah, acting is so different to MMA. It's in MMA you're in the cage by yourself. It's just you and one other person, and like you said, it's that not to the death, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's that mentality, but when you're acting, it's you on set with like 30, 40 people, a camera in front of your face. You know, it's I feel like it's totally different. I don't need to. I don't know. I need to switch on for my character, but I don't need to switch anything else off. You kind of want to I guess switch everything on because you want to be as you know expressive as that character in front of the camera, so it comes across not just in your words but in your face, in your actions, the way you move your hands, the way you tap your foot on the floor. So yeah, I guess you turn everything on instead of turning everything off.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Totally get that. Now, the next thing I want to just kind of rewind back to is again 2020 has been a crazy year. Again, you had a fight that was canceled, and then obviously how or when the film might be released. You know, would it go to theaters? Would it not go to theaters? Would it get pushed back? So many different variables here. But how did you truly keep yourself motivated through these times? I mean, I couldn't imagine something you put so much dedication into in both your professions, so I say, and then COVID is just like maybe not right now. So.
I guess I just had to keep, like you said, have a focus. And again, lucky that my missus is the one who grounds me. She said, just I don't know, have that goal. And I started writing a script.
Okay.
Yeah, I started focusing on certain things with my kids, and I started making them go on runs with me and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And but it was nice, you know. I was saying to everyone, it's like I knew my kids, but I really got to know them. Like, I spent every day with them, and like I don't know, it was really nice. It was like a bonding experience for me, and I guess now it's never gonna happen like that again because you know, now I think it's starting to slowly get back to normal, and fights are gonna start happening. So that means training is gonna start happening again, and then more films, more acting roles. So I think I think that helped me stay focused, just having my family around me and having enough more goals in my head, you know.
That's what's up. Keep grinding, my man. Keep
That's
grinding.
it, man.
I got to put a disclaimer out there for the American audience listening to that. So in England, they're actually, doing the shutdown and the isolation correctly. So you gotta know, they're taking it serious there, unlike we are. So I just want to make sure y'all understand. That's why I like these really intimate moments of creativity is happening over there. And there's not a bunch over here because people are just completely going against the grain, and it is what it is. But like, that's why the creative juices is flowing the way they are. And plus, you're just a motivated person. If you listen to anything that you put out there, especially recently with all the press stuff down, anybody can tell that you're completely motivated and know exactly what you want to do and accomplish. And I can respect a man like that any day of the year.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's go into Reiss a little bit now. Now, Reiss Gibbons is the character that you're playing. Well, just in case anybody hasn't watched the film, I'll just give a quick disclaimer that there will be mild spoilers here just for you all. But Reiss Gibbons, he's on a mountain of his own. He is the most lucrative, the most accomplished fighter in the league Legends. Legends is the MMA promotion, and MMA promotion. I'll go with that. I was just gonna say a multi-sport promotion, but MMA promotion that Reiss is just the token person. And upon some struggles within this movie, as you see him hit his rock bottom, getting back into the mountaintop, Reiss is still ideally the person that everybody wants to see succeed. That's as mild as I'm going to give you all here. You need to watch the review, you want to get the rest, but I super encourage you to watch the story. So that's why I'm not going to give you all here. But yeah, that's why I'm like skating all around with things I'm saying there. But nonetheless, I can go with this. Reiss is the champ.
Yeah,
he is the champ, and it's clear Legends like to promote big, mega dream fights here.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
You're the champ. You're the cash cow. Everything runs through you.
Yeah.
Now I'm putting this into the atmosphere. Now with a lot of success with this film, the fans, we have to have more. We need something else. But I'm going to ask you, Reiss.
Yeah.
Who would you want to face in any sport, any era in their prime as the next mega fight for Legends for the next film?
No.
Anybody, any era in their prime, and if you need to specify in their prime, make sure you do that.
I want 2 fights.
Okay.
Because I'm the champ.
Yes, sir. That's right.
I'd have Anderson Silva.
Ooh, I knew you were going there.
In his prime. And now the next one's a tough one. So Anderson Silva in his prime. And then I'd either want Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Or The Rock in their prime.
Okay.
For all out, no hold bars, everything. Man.
So to be clear, you obviously want Anderson Silva in the octagon. Would you want Stone Cold in an octagon or a wrestling ring?
In the ring, man. Both of them. Maybe The Rock and Stone Cold at the same time.
Okay. Look, folks. I watch the film, and I'm trying to take the one thing that this film does really good is that if you look at it on surface, you're like, I don't know how this makes sense for the ones who aren't really heavy into MMA. But the movie does such a good job in promoting the fight that it absolutely sells you the idea of this can be reality. And if you've just been under a rock, these things have happened before.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. So I love. That's what I really was intrigued by when as soon as I saw the title and I realized I was like, oh. And then in the way that as a person who likes fighting, the way I saw it, I was like, oh, this is dope. This is dope.
Like Brock Lesnar, when he came into the UFC and he became champion, nobody thought that was going to happen, and he came in, he proved everybody wrong. So that's it. It's like this film, man.
Yeah, it's again, just for anybody who's not clear, the McGregor Mayweather, obviously you have an MMA fighter going into a boxing fight. He went 7 strong rounds with the greatest fighter of all time. There's tons of wrestlers who've done it. Ken Shamrock actually went from the UFC over to WWE. And more and more people are getting interested. Ronda Rousey being another person who journeyed over. So Bobby Lashley, one who was a wrestler who went over to
Yeah.
MMA. So like it can be done. And the biggest thing about it that I want to make sure that I put out there is that all three of these sports do respect each other, one or another. They're all looking around and saying, how can we elevate each other, or what can I learn from the other one to kind of make mine better, or make my craft better. Presentation sales, you know, the big spectacle sales. And that's why I like what this movie encompasses is a real thing, because this happens. If this really happens, the pay-per-view numbers will be, let me tell you something. If it happened right now during COVID, the pay-per-view sales would be astronomical. It wouldn't even be a question, because no one has nothing to do, so everybody wants to watch TV, and the pay-per-view sales will just be out of this world. Because they're like, oh, there's no way. But I'm interested. I need to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to miss that.
Let's get AEW on the line, man.
Hey, man, look, make it happen. They tried to bring in Mike Tyson for a little bit of appeal.
Yeah.
So,
I watched that. I watched it.
Yep. So, and matter of fact, Mike Tyson's getting back in the ring. So, the world, man, I'm telling you, everything's possible. With that being said, though, how has your perspective on pro wrestling and even cross promotion, how has that changed over the time of the filming of this movie?
How my perspective of it?
Yeah, like how did you learn more? Did you have something swayed a little bit different, like the appreciation, stuff like that?
No, for sure, the appreciation has gone through the roof, especially working with Jon Moxley, like who's like the hottest wrestler right now, and to see how hard he works, how like amazing he is on like cutting a promo, man, and just when he wants to talk, he just talks. Like when it was off script, and I was sitting there like, oh shit, I got to match this guy. I was like, I ain't got nothing. I'm from fucking, like I said, I'm from South London, bro. I don't do talking, man. I was like, oh shit. I was like, all getting hinters and tips on people, and my trash talk was shit. I was like, he was just ripping me to pieces, man. I was just sitting there like, oh man, Reiss is getting beat right now. And not only that, just like the way he works so hard, man. Like in the even when we were like rehearsing, he was coming up with some really cool creative shit, man. And like we were just vibes in on stuff, and he was just like, he was saying to me like his brain and my brain combined, he said we can come up with some insane thing. I was like, bro, let's fucking do it. I was like, you know, I said if you gotta hit me, so I'm used to that shit. And obviously same for him. It was really cool, man. And again, my appreciation was just that these guys are fucking athletes. You know, and if people want to trash talk them, then they're flipping idiots. Just like when people trash talk boxers and the MMA fighters, or people trash talk MMA fighters, it's like, you're fools, man. We're all athletes. We're all at the top of our game. That's why we are where we are. So yeah, you need to show some appreciation to all of them, and they put their lives on the line, man. The same as us guys who go in the cage or in the boxing ring, and especially the shit they do. Like John throwing, I think when we were filming, he flew off on a Tuesday to fight on a Wednesday. And we were watching backstage during the filming, and he like threw him, and I think it was Kenny Omega, into the barbed wire, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's supposed to be back on set in like 2 days. It was like, oh my god. And then he came back to set with all holes in his back, and I was like, bro, this is real. Like this is really real. So it was like, this is So that's just putting it there. I have a lot of respect for these guys, man. And, yeah, man. Hats off to everyone who wrestles.
All love. I love it. Absolutely love it. That's the love that, you know. And again, you all are top tier in your sports, but the appreciation just goes across the board. And you're hearing it from one of the best in the world. Let it be known, he's an actor. I just want y'all to just be very clear. Anybody who thinks I'm just talking to a scrub or some sort. With an 11-4 record, and I'll say about 80% of those 11 wins are knockouts. So good luck if you even make it to the end of the fight here. So just to be clear, put some respect on my man's name really quick.
Thank you, man.
No doubt. So there's a ton of athletes involved in this film, whether it's just them giving their testimonies about the fights or the ones who were actually on set in the filming. Is there any... First of all, I'm gonna be very direct about one question. Do you have any funny stories with Chuck Liddell? Oh my god! Just like before I go about anybody, but like, is there anything funny specifically with Chuck?
I guess there was one thing he kept on doing to people, which was really funny. Was He kept on standing behind people and not saying anything. So like, so he was like, but he was like this close to that the back of their head, and so they don't know, and then they turn around and they just see Chuck like staring at them, man. That was getting me, man, every time, because these people are turning around seeing Chuck, and they're just like, oh shit. So that was really funny, man. But no, he was just giving us loads of jokes for the whole time.
Yeah.
He's really funny, man.
Yeah, I met him one time in Vegas. I was like, I don't care how old he is. I'm still scared of this guy.
Oh, definitely.
Clearly a stone cold killer right there.
Yeah, that's it. There's a scene I did with him in the gym where he's like, he says something to Reiss like, if you do that shit again, I'll kick your ass myself.
Yeah, dude.
When he came close to me, I was like, oh shit, man.
I even said in my review that was my favorite scene of the entire film. I felt the intensity in that. I was oh, this is legit. This is the best sparring that's happening, and everything's happening here. I guarantee you, they probably just like, do what y'all do. We're going to have the camera in the background. I was like, that Chuck line was 100% not in the script. That's funny. But yeah, with everybody else, is there anybody that you kind of sidebar with as far as just talking about careers or advice or anything else that was involved with this film?
I think all of them. All of them. Luke was cool because we done some training together. And we were just like vibes and like, just talking to myself. Again, Shark, he was talking about loads of things. And again, Jon, man, like he's just a really good guy, man. And he had nothing but good things to say to me and about everything. So, and even Gina, man, Gina was just spitting knowledge to me about the industry and what I should do in the next steps and everything. So yeah, it was great, man. It was great. It was just a great learning curve and met some amazing people and got to make a great film.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, a couple of more questions really quick. Now, Reiss and Alex.
Yeah.
How much of Reiss is you, and how much is just the character Reiss?
100% is Reiss, man. That's I'm not like that.
Okay.
Anyone who knows me, I'm sure even from talking on this interview, you can see Reiss is moody as hell, man. Like, he's moody as hell. He likes flashy things. I don't know. I live like like I'm broke, man. That's just how I like to live, man. Go on, sorry.
Okay, so and again, to be totally respectful to the writer of this film, obviously Moxley's character was probably the easiest script ever for him.
Yeah, it was him. It was basically him, man.
Yeah, exactly. Did they try to pull that with you initially, and did you reel back like, hey, I don't want to be myself here. I want an acting challenge.
No, you know what they said to me, this is who the character is.
Okay.
And obviously they made him from like Streatham and stuff just to kind of for me to get into character. Do you know?
Okay.
I do this. I do like a kind of Stanislavski technique. So I kind of put things that are real into the character's world so I can relate to them more. So he was from Streatham. They use my mom and dad as my actual mom and dad and stuff like that. But him as his like how the way he acts and is nothing like me. Nothing like me.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. One thing about the film that was mentioned that did not get a lot of emphasis, but enough. And anybody who watches MMA knows that this is probably one of the most important but most dangerous parts of the sport. Yeah. And that's weight cuts.
Yeah.
Could you just speak broadly about the dangers of it and kind of any experiences that you personally had with weight cuts? Everyone has them.
Oh, bro, yeah, man. So for that, I wanted to actually do a real weight cut, but they said it was too dangerous and they wouldn't let me do it. So I kind of done like a false weight cut. I didn't eat for the day before and the day of filming because I just wanted to have that real, I guess, look on my face and try to make it as genuine as possible.
Okay.
So that's as close as I got to doing a real one on set. Yeah, it's flipping dangerous, man. Some people do ridiculous cuts where they're dropping like 10 kg even more on the day. And I think you're only allowed to lose, I think it's like 7% of water on your brain or something before your body starts shutting down. So a lot of people do it wrong. They start they don't even get to the scales, man. You know, they faint, or on if they do make it on fight day, they're just drained, and it's very dangerous. Again, if you get hit in the head, you're prone to get knocked out easier. So then that could be brain damage and stuff like that. And I've had crazy weight cuts when I was in the early stage of my career. And I dropped, I think the most I dropped was about 8 kg in a day, which again, that's a lot. And I was dead, man. I had my friend, like I didn't even care, man. I'll tell the story anyway. But I was butt naked, man. And I was just told my friend I don't care. I was like, drag me out the bath, man. And he had a credit card, and he was scraping the sweat off my body. And
man.
Yeah, and I was just on the weigh-in scales, and I was there like, and he was like, yeah, you're on weight. He had to drive me to the weigh-ins. He had to carry me from the car into the place. I was like, out on my feet. I've got the picture somewhere. I can send it to you of me like on the weigh-in scales, how drawn out and skinny I look, man. It was harsh. I won the fight though, so that was good. But yeah, it can be harsh if you don't know what you're doing.
That's awesome.
Properly, man. You know?
I forgot to totally ask about this too. Could you talk about contenders?
Something
that you obviously are the face of this, and you put it on your back. But could you talk a little bit about that?
So Contenders Florida, it's a new organization in Florida. It's kind of broken away from the UK. There's a UK Contenders, but now they've got a show in Florida. So yeah, I was supposed to be out there this year twice, I think, or 3 times, fighting for the light heavyweight title, which I really wanted. So I'm annoyed that didn't happen. I think it's going to do really well. You know, the guys who are running there, they're looking to go big, man. They're looking to, I don't know what arena. I think it was Hertz Arena in Florida or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it because I'm not sure about the arenas. But I know was it Hertz or Honda Civics? I don't know. It was somewhere. Sorry, I know everyone's probably like, bro, he's talking shit, but I'm not. And I just can't remember the name of it. But yeah, they're looking to go big, man. They're gonna have all like buses picking people up and bringing them to the arenas and bringing in some big names and big fighters. And I know they're working a lot with, I think, American Top Team as well, which is like a big MMA gym. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be big when it happens. It's just this Corona, man. It's just fucking us up, man. Sorry for the.
Nah, dude, I told you, your interview. You say whatever you want to say.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's just messing us up. But yeah, as soon as we can, man, I'm ready to go, man.
That's what's up.
Ready to throw these hands.
Yeah, man. I know that's right. Yeah. So that leaves me with my last and final question. What's next? Sequel, future plans, anything you could talk about here? I know you talked about writing, which is very, very. If you're writing, that means you got to be thinking about something soon. Anything you want to share about that? Yeah, the floor is yours, buddy.
Cool. So what's next? Yeah, I finished the script now, so just gonna try and get funding from it. It's based upon real events between me and my good friend who's passed away now on his life. So yeah, rest in peace to him, man. So yeah, it's emotional. We'll talk about it, man. So yeah, it's based on our lives, like kind of combined. So that has to get made, you know. It's like the universe, something that happened, man. It's a good script as well. So that, and then just keep pushing, man. Gotta have some fights. Hopefully get booked for some big films or TV series. I want to come over to America for sure, get some work out there. Because I know you guys are doing it big, so that's where I need to be. Yeah, and just keep hustling, man. I ain't never gonna stop. Trust me. Tell everybody that now. You're gonna see me here till the end, man.
My man. Yep, definitely praying for your success. You got it.
Thank you.
You definitely have a good heart and a good head on your shoulders, and anybody that's just working hard to try to support their family and give back, how could you not support that? So
that's it.
Hopefully, I'll be seeing you in Florida soon once things get a little cleared up, and
man.
It's when you're talking about being down in Florida, you're not too far from Moxley and them boys. So hit up your homie, see what he can do.
I will.
You're like, I'm already 10 steps ahead of you, man.
That's it, well, you'll have to come down as well, man. You have to come down.
No doubt. You absolutely.
I'll get you some VIP tickets, man.
My man.
Ringside. That's it.
Well, Alex, again, man, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
everybody's listening, definitely check out Cagefighter Worlds Collide. It is available on video on demand everywhere. That means, you know, your Google Play, your Apple TV Plus, all the other good stuff. Check it out. You will absolutely love it. You know, Alex is Reiss Gibbons. He's gonna take you on a roller coaster here. All I'm gonna say, it's gonna be a lot of action. It's gonna be a lot of emotions, but nonetheless, it's a absolutely fantastic redemption story, and there's a little bit of something for everybody in this film. No matter if you like combat fight or not, that will truly make you appreciate the film a little more. So definitely check it out. But again, Alex, thank you so much. Keep in touch, man. Anything you need, you know, I got you. And anybody's listening, thank you so much for checking me out for today. Definitely give Alex a follow. His information is in the description below, and we'll be catching you all very soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace, man.